Isaiah chapter 51 is a reminder that this earth will decay and pass away, but the salvation of the Lord is eternal. We see this theme in Isaiah 51, starting in verse 6. Lift up your eyes to the heavens and look at the earth beneath, for the heavens vanish like smoke. The earth will wear out like a garment, and they who dwell in it will die in like manner. But my salvation will be forever, and my righteousness will never be dismayed. The heavens and the earth are vast and beautiful. They are the purposeful creation of God, and they testify to His power. But as Isaiah explains, these things will vanish. The heavens will burn up, and the earth will wear out. These things in their present form are not eternal, but the salvation from God is eternal. He says it another way in Isaiah 51, verses 7 and 8. Fear not the reproach of man, nor be dismayed at their revilings. For the moth will eat them up like a garment, and the worm will eat them like wool. But my righteousness will be forever, and my salvation to all generations. There are a few ways to look at these prophecies, both figuratively and literally. In a figurative sense, the heavens and the earth represent the human powers of the earth and the spiritual forces that enable them. In this sense, the Lord is repeating a promise that He's already made in the book of Isaiah. Eventually, God will bring an end to the human kingdoms that oppress His people. Eventually, God will wipe out all of their adversaries. God has allowed these oppressive forces to exist and has even used them to fulfill His purposes. But eventually, their usefulness will run out. Eventually, their time will expire. Eventually, they will decay and die. So the point is, keep on trusting in the Lord your Creator, and do not fear these men or their kingdoms. This symbolic interpretation makes a lot of sense in the context of the chapter. For example, verses 12 and 13. I am He who comforts you. Who are you that you are afraid of man who dies, of the Son of Man who is made like grass, and have forgotten the Lord your Maker? God is saying your oppressors will die. They will decay and fade away. That system will eventually run its course. So why are you afraid? Have you forgotten the Lord? Suffering is temporary, but salvation is eternal. So the heavens and the earth may be a figurative description of rulers, earthly kingdoms, and even the spiritual powers behind them. These things will fade away. However, there is a sense in which the decay of heaven and earth is literally true, and realizing that has some very important spiritual implications. David spoke of this in Psalm 102, verses 25 to 27. Of old you laid the foundation of the earth, and the heavens are the work of your hands. They will perish, but you remain. They will all wear out like a garment. You will change them like a robe, and they will pass away. But you are the same, and your years have no end. Jesus spoke of this in Matthew 24, verse 35. Heaven and earth will pass away, but my words will not pass away. Finally, Peter spoke of this in 2 Peter 3, verses 10 and 11. But the day of the Lord will come like a thief, and then the heavens will pass away with a roar, and the heavenly bodies will be burned up and dissolved, and the earth and the works that are done on it will be exposed. Since all these things are thus to be dissolved, what sort of people ought you to be in lives of holiness and godliness? The words of Isaiah, David, Jesus, and Peter all agree that the heavens and the earth will perish. They will decay and pass away. Their purpose in God's plan for humanity will be finished, and all of it will be burned up, dissolved, and exposed. The point is, don't put your hope in these things that will perish, whether men and their kingdoms or even the earth itself. These things will pass away in their time. But the Lord who created all of it, He does not fail. He does not decay. His word endures forever. So as we suffer and face our enemies, remember these words in Isaiah 51. Salvation will be forever, and the righteousness of the Lord will never be dismayed. Thanks for listening.